live right now. Yahoo! Greetings, everyone. I am talking today about how to get engagement and attract your ideal client when you're on video, whether you're doing a Facebook Live video or you're making a video for LinkedIn. So this is the big thing of, big challenge. You're making a video and you're actually wanting to have, one of the big things that you need to happen is to attract the kind of people who are, in fact, your ideal client. Attract your ideal target audience to your video. It's really important and critical. So I'm talking about the top 7 ways to do this. So pay attention. This is what we are covering right now. So let's jump into it. Number 1, the most important thing that you can do when you're wanting to actually bring people on to your video who are in that group, that narrow range, that wonderful niche that you've chosen for yourself in your business, how you get them in the door in the first place is you want to give your video a killer title. And this is like the most incredible thing. Like, people just completely forget about this. They space it out. I see videos and there's either no title at all, or there's some like really ordinary title like, look at me, I'm playing with my dog in my backyard. Or this is me, doing my laundry, or something like that. Now, you could do a really good, compelling video around taking your dog for a walk or around doing your laundry, but you need to communicate why does it matter to the people who are watching or the people who are going to watch. You have to imagine them, they're sitting there with their phone and they're scrolling through the news feed on Facebook, or they're scrolling through the feed over on LinkedIn, and they're seeing a video and they're wondering, well, should I bother to watch this or not? So if you give it a compelling title, which is basically all about why does this video matter to you? Why should you, here's the reason you should watch this video. That's the title. That's what you want to do in your title. One of the simple ways to create a really good title is to make a list, just like in the list that I made for this video, the top 7 ways to engage your ideal client on video. Now, that's a list. There are 7 ways, and people are thinking, wow, I only know 3 ways to do that. So if I watch this video, now I'm going to learn the other 4 ways. So great. I hadn't even thought of those other 4 ways. So I'm going to pay attention because that's interesting to me. That's intriguing to me, and they'll tune in and watch your video. So this is step number 1. Give your video a killer title, and that is what is going to bring the right kind of people to actually start watching. Thing number 2 is, now that they're watching, you want to engage their curiosity by asking them a question. In fact, you want to start asking them a series of questions all the way through your video. And the questions should be simple, as in it should be really easy for them to answer. So you could give them a preference question like, hey, I'm a tea drinker. If you like tea, if that's your preference over coffee, then write 1 in the comments down below. And for you coffee drinkers, if you're a coffee drinker over tea, write 2 down below. Now, by giving them, a simple question, they don't have to think about it too much, and a number to write as the answer, this is just really, really easy for them to do. And it's that kind of micro commitment that you're getting them in terms of engaging. When people are watching and then they haven't yet actually made a commitment to you, getting them to do something really, really simple, like write a single number, a single digit, is an easy way to have them enter the conversation that you're wanting to have with them. So it's a very simple step, and it comes from asking a question. You can ask them to rate something. Say, hey, if you like, swimming at the lake in the summertime, and give me a rating. Like, is that a number 1, which means that you never go swimming, or is it a number 5? 1 to 5. How much do you like swimming at the lake or at the beach in the summer? And again, really simple for them to respond. And you're learning something about them. Every time you ask a question, you're always soliciting and eliciting information about these ideal clients or these ideal target audience that are now talking with you. And the more you get them to answer with you, the more you can ask more in-depth kind of things, and you can go further and deeper. And of course, the best part is that as soon as they answer one of your questions, they've identified themselves. And you can, now you know who they are, and you can follow up with them even after your video is over by replying to them and or inviting them to do things with you, like go and find something that is on your website that they can get for free so they get on your email list, or you can actually invite them to have a virtual chat with you and have a phone call. So these are really good things to do when you are engaging. So thing number 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, those things I'm going to talk about next week when I go live on this 3-day challenge that I'm running starting on the 30th, which is a Monday, the 30th of July. I'm offering a challenge on how do you engage and monetize your videos? How do you engage your ideal client so that you are now monetizing the videos that you're making on either Facebook or LinkedIn? So what's going to happen during this challenge is it's very experiential. Each day we'll talk about one kind of way to do this. I'll give you an assignment, like go out and make a video that does this kind of thing, and you're going to see the result. And then on day 2, we'll do it again. And on day 3, we'll do it again. And within 3 days, you'll make 3 videos and see, this is the challenge, if you can't move somebody along the path from becoming a viewer to becoming one of your new clients. So imagine that you could land your next new client in just 3 days by making just 3 videos. That's why I'd like you to join me. So if that's interesting to you, we will cover all of this engagement, all the 7 ways to do it. And it's happening at livestreamrockstars.com. And I'll put that in the comments. It's in the title up above this video. And livestreamrockstars.com is where you go to register. And you can join that. It's free for the next week for 3 days. Now, I want to point out that I did something else. Oh no, the lights went off. Help, just a second. Lights go on. Oh, this keeps happening in this place. The lights go off because they're on a motion sensor or a timer. And after the timer runs out, if you haven't been moving around, you have to run over and wave in front of the motion sensor. So that's what I just did. So let's see, where was I? Oh yes, so in this video, what I just did, I just want to point this out. I did this sort of meta thing, which is that I did another technique of how to engage your audience. And I did it with you guys right now in real time, which is that I promised you 7 ways to engage your ideal client on video. And I only gave you 2 of them, and then I promised that the rest would be on my challenge next week. And this is another technique that you can do. So you give your video a killer title. While you're making the video, you ask really good but really simple to answer questions. And then you've made a promise in your title of a lot of things, and you give some of them, and then you say, okay, if you want the rest of the answer to this question, if you want the rest of this information, then it's over here, and you can go to my website and get it on my free download, in which case they would go and they would get on your email list. Or you could say, you can get the rest of that information on a webinar that I'm giving next week. And then they would go and they would register and again get on your email list, and then they would get on your webinar, where at the end of the webinar, you're making an offer. Or, like what I'm doing, I can say, well, you'll get the rest of the information on my free challenge, and you can join me for 3 days next week. So this is way number 3 to engage your ideal clients and move them along that path so that they're much more likely to want to come and work with you. So that's what I have for you today. If you want more and the rest and to jump in and join this challenge, go to livestreamrockstars.com, and I will see you in the challenge in the next videos. Thanks for watching. See you next time.